Welcome to my games room. Apologise for any lighting or shaky hands in advance. This is my first real use of my new Sony Handycam I got. As you can see, there's my main desk. What I'm going to do is go into the middle of the room and pan around from the entrance to show you what I do in my little cave down here. Anyway, let me just pan around slowly. And there's the door we just came through. As you can see, I like music, especially rock music, but I listen to all kinds, even show tunes now and again, but let's keep that secret. And if we pan around, we see some McFarlane figures on top of a shelf that I made with some DVDs. Most of my videos and music is digital now. I'm a Red Sox and Broncos fan. I'll explain that another day, being an Englishman in Canada. There's my 1994 Toshiba TV, still has a great picture. The flat screen's upstairs. PlayStation 2, guitar amp, CDs, and the first sign of gaming. Oh, there's some album covers on the wall. Some of you might recognize those. The first sign of gaming comes at this table. This is what I call my dump table. There's the box. Let me just remove that for the Handycam. This is a table where I kind of put my game design stuff in. These plastic boxes, you have all kinds of tokens, wooden cubes, all that kind of stuff. If anybody's ever looking for any cubes, plastic cubes, go to the thrift store and get an old version of Risk. They have good plastic cubes in them. And this brown box here is the first prototype of a game called Redemption City that I'm working on with David Short, who's from Arizona. It's a fun, quick draw Western game, and who knows where it'll end up. Those red crystals and some artwork or a space race game I'm working on, and got lots of ideas, not enough time to fulfill them all. So if we pan back, we have some Sports Illustrated on the wall. Red Sox has John Elway. We come over to my main desk. I'm going to pan out so you can see it a little bit. My trusty printer and scanner. Spider-Man poster on the wall, a present for my wife after the first movie. Let's have a close look at my desk. There's a computer. So you can see music, sports, comic books. You see some Kiss figures there. Some Captain Scarlet, Thunderbird guys. Earthworm Jim, and there's the Daleks for you Doctor Who fans. And then some comic book guys up top there. And if we go down there, there's a picture of my dad and his two brothers just after the Second World War. And then Ted Williams, the greatest hitter who ever lived. A whole bunch of stuff on the shelves. We go onto the wall. Anybody like comic book art, then they should know Alex Ross. And any gamers should recognize that gaming board from Scotland Yard. One of my favorite games of all time. Oh, and there we have two pieces of paper that tell me that I am qualified. What for, I'm not sure, but they're my degrees. So if we pan around, we'll get another sign of gaming here. And here's my games collection. I'll try and move back a little bit. It's always nice to try and pick out games that you're interested in. Games hitting the table right now include Seven Wonders and Carson City. Hopefully Traders of Genoa very soon, because they're the games who I got most recently. So I'm sure some of you have some of these games, if not all of them. And I just wanted to show you this on the wall. Anybody who's into Game of Thrones will recognize this map. This is actually a 3D relief map. If you were to run your hand on it, you know the mountains are higher, etc., than the sea level. It was done by a friend of mine, Will McCausland, who's done art for Fantasy Flight, and he designed the basis of what became the game board for the Lord of the Rings Fantasy Flight game. Unfortunately, he didn't get credited with any of the art. He was contracted out by the artist who got the credit, but he does get credit on other games like Wreckage, and some other games he's done. If anybody's an RPGer out there, he has his own Mutant Epoch game that apparently is very good, but I'm not a role player. Map of BC, that's where I live now. Those dark lines are the roads I have traveled. So there's games, a very quick review of the room, pan around. I share with the laundry room behind those bifold doors, a washer and dryer. And another passion of mine, as I said, is music. I try to play the guitar, so there's a couple of my guitars and a PlayStation guitar. And the Union flag. After all, I am a Brit. And that is my games room, a very quick tour. The first video I did took 10 minutes, so hopefully this one works out a little bit better. Thanks for watching.